Day 7, 24 June 2016. Day 7's break from the morning routine is relaxing and truly welcome. We can afford to sleep in and have breakfast in the hotel restaurant. The hostess that greets us at the entrance of the restaurant is a really friendly older lady. The breakfast is served on real nice china with a coffee urn that is ceramic. Previous mornings have been prepackaged microwave fare served on disposable paper plates and eaten with plastic forks. Paper cups with paper sleeves to keep the coffee comfortable to hold. It pales in comparison to how extravagant we have it this fine morning. Las Vegas was not near as nice as it is here. We are eating and sipping in style. We are in no rush since the bike will not be ready till 10 or later. I take advantage of this time to really enjoy my food, not just pack it in or burn my mouth on coffee drank too fast in an attempt to get the day of riding started. I am happy that my bike was washed too. I will be rolling in and out of Washington looking as good as I possibly can. With time to spare, we hang out at the super friendly HD. It is not long before the sound of my partner's bike fitted with the new Rockstar pipes brings a hushed silence to those standing around. Even though it is still early in the day and the event planned by the dealership has only about 20 people present, all eyes are on this Gold Flake Road Glide being rode out. Several of the onlookers come forward to converse with him about his flashy bike and the booming sound. My friend is not a chatty person in general, so he focuses on strapping down his luggage, avoiding, if possible, addressing his newly acquired fans. He makes short work of attaching the luggage, having formed muscle memory actions over the past few days. We are now ready to pick up Washington. Bikes sat and motors running, I hold up the hand signal that lets him know I am ready, and requiring a similar hand signal from him letting me know we are clear for takeoff. Before he can reply, we are approached by the saleswoman that sold my friend on the destructive sound his bike now emanates. She wishes us well on our trip and hands us each a challenge coin that has their dealership logo on it. At this point, we have talked to the entire staff of the dealership about the reason for our ride, that it is for charity. She asks that we friend her on Facebook so she can follow our ride. Bikes fired, hand signals given and received. I follow the prompts given by my bike and find the state line less than a mile away. A simple box move consisting of 3 lefts and a right completes our exploration of Washington State. We are headed across the neck of Idaho wanting to reach Missoula, Montana, or further. The route chosen, by pure happenstance, once again shows us something amazing. The small community we stop in to refuel has the theme of a western frontier town. Log cabin-style buildings cater to those wanting to have a vacation that promises hiking, rivers, and wild spaces. The town brings to mind a prospector and a ranch hand in a gun or knife duel. It is entirely possible if you had a time machine, you could see Lewis and Clark rafting down the river, striving for the coast, with Sacagawea pointing the way, invaluable rock star that she was. A chill in the air makes the day's ride so pleasant that you could neglect the sunscreen and be burnt severely by a day's end. The log cabin town fades in the rearview mirror, and we soon find we are entering a valley bottom, greeted by a rushing river. The river's contrary flow to our direction of travel feels like we are salmon fighting to get upstream. Their drive to seek a particular spawning ground parallels our desire to make Missoula. We are not experiencing the wet chill of ice-fed water as the salmon do, but the day is young. In short order, the universe provides the final piece, Misty Rain. The temp drops suddenly as well. I make the decision to pull over and put on some rain gear. I hope this weather pattern of starting and stopping is temporary. Intermittent rain would make for an interesting day, but it is not in a good way. I step over my motorcycle and hear the rip of my rain pants. Well, now I will have a wet crotch. There is no way to get a replacement on I Must Soldier. The road is wet, but the views balance out the misery the hours bring on. I see the other bike slowing, so I pull over on the soft shoulder. It is so cold. I am grateful he forces the stop, because I am too hard-headed to stop even when I am wanting to so desperately. His hands are so stiff, I have to pry them off the grips. My hands are numb and stiff as well. Thankfully, they do not lock up. The gravel is looser in his parking spot, so I help get his bike settled behind mine. We are all moving slow, trying to put on every bit of cold weather gear we packed. Now, I say this for my own benefit, but since Las Vegas, I have had a roll of toilet paper in my saddlebag. Every time I had that bag open, I was ridiculed for bringing it. Everyone on the trip, even my wife, joined in. I would get snide comments like, "How old are you that you need to travel with toilet paper? That toilet paper coming in handy yet?" To which I would smile and nod. "Joke all you want. It will be needed," I tell myself. On this long, isolated stretch, it is needed. Needed by one of the persons whom derided my forethought the most, the other lady on this ride. She needs to pee really bad. I hand it over with a spiteful comment of my own. "Oh, now you need my toilet paper." Not so ridiculous, is it? It is too cold to really parade my successful prudence in her face, so I hand it over with a smirk. She takes maybe 10 steps and jerks her pants down and urinates like a boss. 4 months ago, I met her for the first time in my life. Now I can't unsee this. I would have done the exact same thing, but I'm a guy. The way the road and the river wind around, any traffic following us up the pass would be greeted by a full moon waving in the wind. Brave lady, and much respect for not giving a care. Nature called, and she answered. The clothing tally is helmet, goggles, face mask, hoodie, leather winter jacket, leather chaps, winter leather gloves, all covered by the crotch blown out rain gear bottom and intact top. I am barely mobile on foot, but I am more than capable in the saddle. The road conditions alternate between wet and dry, more often than not, wet. Misting rain increases throughout the day and chills me to my core. The river, with its winding path, is the only constant on this stretch. The mountains on either side prevent an early exit to shelter, respite, or a break. Miles stretch out in front of us as the creep of cold grows in everyone's extremities. My toes are wet and numb, and my hands feel nothing, not grip nor glove. The feeling long past gone from them, but my arms stay on the bars, so I ride on. The breathtaking views of this serpentine trail are the only thing distracting enough to relieve the ache to end the day's ride. Bigfoot once again sees my progress and whispers, "What a fool to be out in this nasty weather." Onward and upward, the elevation challenges our ascent into the possibility of waiting towns that seem to never materialize. I start to question if we are riding in circles and will perish before we get to a warm place with hot coffee. The last hours of our daylight glimmer out. I begin to doubt we will arrive in Missoula. I know I have a cousin in Montana, but do not know exactly where. Is it mind numb, or did I legitimately forget? I just don't know. I think of the poem by Robert Frost, Fire and Ice. The desert on the way to Las Vegas was the attempt at death by fire. Now, within such a short time, we are battling ice. Just about then, I see my first hope of change, the Montana sign. It is surrounded by a small, lushly grassed area, vastly different from the walls of rock and trees. We have topped the mountain. We have ridden through the valley of the shadow of death, and I believe I see how it ends, at the stampede of a herd of deer. I will leave it there for today. Until next time, my name is James Parker, and I am a Savage Rider. Savage Rider, out. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, consider giving it a like and sharing it with your friends. If you would like to be notified of future releases, consider subscribing to my channel. If you think it was cringe and absolutely ridiculous, go ahead and tell me in the comments below. Then share it with your friends. They may need a dose of cringe silliness today. Either way, thank you and God bless.